Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to HOI4 number 4. We're currently playing, of course, as Estonia, and we're going to load Dilla in the last save to take it from there. Alright, didn't take too long to load, luckily, so our manpower is a bit depleted, so I probably was recruiting a little bit too much here. And I think particularly we can actually reduce these slightly. Do I want to do those or do I want to do these? Let's do these garrison units. Actually, do we even have manpower assigned to that? It says there's a shortage. And what's the shortage? Manpower. So I've got manpower allocated to other types of units. This one's almost ready and to deploy, to be honest. Do I need my tank unit here? Probably I can do without the tank unit here. There we go. A little bit of manpower. In reality, we're going to cancel that entire line of production. If I open this up, let's cancel one of them. So let's make this just a single one. I want to have a bit in reserve in terms of manpower because, yeah, you never know what will happen here. Okay, there we go. So our manpower situation stands at 6.3k. Abysmally low, I'd say, but okay, I guess we can live with that just for the moment being. We've got, of course, our units here ready to invade the islands here. Time is running. I haven't actually given the order here to do the invasion. Every time I start up the game, it seems to have an issue of too few resources. I am not sure why that is. And it says we're importing too much chromium, so I can reduce my imports slightly. I bet the Germans are ecstatic with me. So it says I got 34 civilian factories. 14 go... Oh, actually, is that... Wow. I've got lots of my factories allocated to basically going back to the various different nations. But as you can see, I still got a good number of them here. So actually, it says here, from exports I get 69. So even though I'm using a fair number for imports, I'm still getting 69 from exports. That's a pretty decent number, I'd say. As you can see, we got a heck of a ton of production that we got going here. Let me just put one of those nuclear factories at the top as well. In terms of my air force, where is my strategic bomber? In Greenland. As is to be expected, I guess. So in Greenland, I said, do I need it in Greenland or do I want to basically move it down here? Have I even got an airfield here? I don't, do I? I don't see any airfields here. Am I blind? No. Does New Zealand not have any airfields? Actually, it does say we got an airfield, a level 8 airfield. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Okay. Ah, there. But that's outside of my territory. That's in the Japanese part, isn't it? That then kind of makes sense. So if I basically build an airfield, can I build an airfield here even though it's... okay. So if I increase this somehow, what's the consequence? Okay, let's have a look at our supply situation. Why am I got such low levels of all the imports? Interestingly enough. push that to the top. Let's reduce the game speed just for a moment. I do need to actually improve my railway here, because that connects to those other lines. I do need to make sure that that, of course, is properly surfaced. All right, cool. So that's going as we speak. Why do they place tanks here? I'm not quite sure, but okay. I guess we will find out at some point or another. And again, my manpower drops to 0. So am I losing manpower somewhere? Am I not? So let's have a look. Resistance on the map, compliance on the map. So compliance is 1% here. Wow, okay. Resistance is 7% and on the rise there. How are we doing up here? Resistance is 40% down there. Wow. That's pretty high. How's our compliance doing here? 60% there now. 56 and 55. So we're good for this particular province here. We just need to get the other ones up. So if I actually look at this with my spy, these guys are actually working diligently to reduce, as you can see, the resistance. Not that there's a lot of the resistance there, but still. Okay, so we got lots of naval stuff going on there. If I look at my navy itself, as you can see, I got a little bit of a fleet here once again. And this one I can, of course, merge with some of the other ones that we got. Do I use destroyers anywhere? Yes, I use destroyers over there. So I'm going to reinforce the number of destroyers that we got in there. So it took the... Did I take it down to 9? Oh, okay. It seems to be. Interesting. Didn't expect it to go so low, but that's fine. Okay, naval operations here. That's hardly anything we took out, unfortunately. There's quite a lot of stuff going on over here, as you can see. Is that the new French capital, it looks like. Okay, so it's moving its way through here slowly. Look at that. That's a seasoned one, and the other ones are either green or at different levels. This one's actually assisted in the sinking of another ship. Actually, the HMS Revenge. Interesting. But these are level 3s, and these are sort of tier... I got a tier 2 here even. Ah, that's why, of course, it's such a low level. That rather makes sense then. Okay, these guys are ready. So these are my Marines. They are ready and waiting. These are my mechanized units. Who do I want to leverage for this? Interesting. Do I want to take that tier 4 one? It was really bad on the attack. Or this tier 3 one? I think I'll go for the tier 4. Even though he's not the best at things, but that's okay. So if I look at my recruitment list here again. So I've got light tanks coming. Marine divisions here. And again, it says I need manpower to be able to complete that. Let's reduce some of this here as well. It's just some additional units. I want to basically get up and running. Okay, let's have another look here. So this stands at 60%. That's 55%. 60 now as well. So if I actually look at that option here, as you can see, it's only listing 2 with a cross still. 2. And that's really my final goal of this series here, trying to basically unite the Finnic identity. So it's basically making it into a larger unit again. But of course we also want to keep an eye on what we can actually do over here. Have we got naval supremacy in these regions? It looks like we don't as of yet. So let's have a look at what we can do in regards to our navy. Is there a powerful fleet that I could potentially reassign? Let's say your new base will be here. Okay, so this guy here. Okay, did we start losing units here? Maybe. It's a mix of 3s and 4s. I thought we had some 2s in there as well, but maybe I'm just wrong. Could be. No problem whatsoever. So convoy raiding is what we're doing here. We got the Americans, I guess that is Guam, is it? I might be wrong about the location. Is that Guam? No. Marshall Islands. Nendo, okay. Guam is over here. That's Marcus Island. All right, I really need to look at my geography in terms of Guam. It looks like these are some islands, I guess, are they taken by the Americans? There's a foreign claim on the Mariana Federation on there, interesting. And here, again, in the Marshall Islands, most of these are Japanese, but there's a few here that are basically taken by the Americans. And there actually is a port here, a naval base. And look at this here, though. Okay, so what we can do here, if I basically have a closer look at my fleet here. This one's currently docked in the Northern Island. And look at this. We actually sunk an X number of ships and so forth here, which is perfect. Research completed on the sonar. I'm going to go for the next tier of the sonar. Do we need to have naval supremacy here as well? I think it's just that one, to be honest. Okay, hold on. There we go. I did not need that one. Okay, we're operating here with the fleet number 2. Sorry, it says we're operating in the area. I thought we basically told it to basically go here. Did we not? Okay, now I told it. Let's see what actually makes its way there or not. Naval battle. Again, here in this particular region here with, in this instance, of course, Canada. Why would they have ships going around here? That puzzles me just a wee bit. Wow, sorry, do the Germans have carriers? Did I see that correctly? Yes, the Germans got carriers. It's a 1940s hull, but it is indeed a carrier. Interesting. I most definitely did not expect that. So let's actually have a look here. If I basically were to remove this, can I? I guess there's certain areas we just don't need to operate in as such. Wow. Why are so many of my units in this particular region here? crazy. Alright, well, at least I'm consolidating them there. Why does it say 5? It says Baltic Unitary State Reserve Fleet. Okay. Okay, let's get these guys here doing the convoy raiding as well. Again, if I basically look at this here and actually look at the repairs, I can basically set all of them, and then all 91 to actually help with repairs as well. Disable when automatic reinforcement of a task force is enabled. It will pull ships from the reserve fleet of its theater in order to match the requirements set. Okay. Okay. Another naval battle ensued here, which is the one that we saw here earlier, where of course we had that carrier operating as well. And it just destroyed a bunch of destroyers. Well, took out a bunch of destroyers, I should say. Okay, so they're operating here nicely. Okay, I was kind of hoping that they would be operating in that region properly. They're over there at the moment, sweet. 55 and 57. So what do we got in the stockpile in the meantime? I've got a snipe. Ooh, look at that. I've got a good stockpile of fighters here now. So I could at this point again reinforce this with more fighters. Let's find our big stockpile, which is this one. I guess that's the most modern one that we got. And I've got not enough manpower for this. Again. Greenland. Let's do this again. Fighters, most modern type. There we go. Fighters, most modern type. There we go. Fighters, most modern type. There we go. All right, I'll deal with you shortly, but let me just deploy a bunch more fighters here first. Fighters, most modern type. There we go. Cool. That will take a moment for us to complete all of that. In terms of research, there's not much we can still research, unless we basically go for the bits that we didn't have yet, which, yeah, we could as well do. The radio department and so forth. Now, in the next expansion, they're actually going to do some nice bits of work on all of that. Okay, I was hoping to be able to do more than this, but apparently I cannot. Okay, let's move you. 1, Swedish operative captured. Lovely. Okay. Okay, I think we're good for now. Battle results, look at this. Oh, okay. Don't tell me that's the same one time and time again. Okay, so our submarines are engaging transports, it looks like. So these are active and ready to go. Look at how many troops they've actually positioned there. That's bonkers. Okay, let's have a look at our navy here. So these guys are currently engaged. These are operating in the region. Why are we here? Well, let's firstly say you have to move because your assigned region is not there. It's most definitely the other side. Okay, so both of these are operating here locally, which is perfect, what we want. Look at this. We got so many of these Spanish ships and other ships. I guess this is, I don't even know what it is. Look at how many British ships we destroyed here with these. Wow. Portuguese units we destroyed, and then French. Lots of destroyers, and then this is also a cruiser. That was a cruiser and lots of destroyers. 2 cruisers and mostly destroyers. So there's a whole range of different things that were destroyed by our units here. Latest hull of the destroyers. Lovely. So that's for the cruiser and battleship armor, which I don't think I've done anything with as of yet. So that's fine. So victory again. It did indicate we got some losses. We lost 1 submarine, that's okay. Now I'd like to set my main battle fleet here to support the invasion. Okay, I can currently not do that, it says. Can I set him a strike force? Why is that too far? No, how can that be too far? That would be bonkers if it were. Okay, let's just play it by ear. So, what's our naval situation here? We've got 45, we got 80, or almost 85. It's really that region here that is suffering as such. Cryptography, we're working on India and Shanking at the moment, which are going to complete soonish. Again, we need more iron, it looks like. They haven't got much extra that they could send us. We got a Rijkscommissariat of Belgium that we can get some from. Interesting. Okay, that means we can reduce it slightly here because it looks like the Rijkscommissariat just gives us chunks of 16 all at once. We need a bit more of this lovely chromium. And we need slightly less of the It would be so great if we could just tell the system automate this, so at least we can basically say these are the parties we want to trade with. Pick whatever you need from them. But yeah, maybe in a future expansion that's something that will come. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, hold on. Ah, we're losing here. That's our problem at the moment. Where we got plans? Are these our plans? No. That's why we're losing manpower, isn't it? Because these guys are just suffering from attrition so much. Okay, let them get fully back up to speed. I kind of expected that to complete quickly. They're relatively short bits that we basically have to do there. Interesting. There's no ports or anything in this section here whatsoever. So if I do my naval invasion with these guys, they could potentially get stuck. Alright, these guys, they won't kick anything off until we got naval supremacy. Why does it say docked? Hold on. Okay. Do your convoy raiding then. They're docked in Leningrad. Wow. Okay. Okay. A bit more research is possible. We can of course upgrade these guns here. Tap charges of a certain caliber. Go for the next layer there. Do I want to do anything here? Fire control potentially? Mine laying. Let's do the fire control here. We'll keep our attaché with the Japanese. Oh yes, let's find my bomber, because if I use my bomber here, where's my bomber? There we go. That range is just not long enough, is it? I'd love to be able to bomb them there, but let's see. Maybe we will be lucky. Maybe we will be lucky. Strategic bombers. Let's have a brief look at the composition of that Navy bomber unit. It says the advanced large airframe strategic bomber level 3. Ah, that's probably why. If I basically bring them up to level 4, that should do the fix. So have I still got production of any of this going on or not? That's a level 3. Modern. Ah, okay, that's why. Six jet engines, okay. Armor plates. Electronics. Bomb sites 2, yes. Radio navigation. Air-to-air radar. Air-to-ground. Heavy machine gun defense turrets ×2. Range is... Why is the range decreased? There you go. Maximum airspeed. Weight. The weight is less than the thrust, which is good. Modern large airframe. I've got currently a bunch of these, but we do need to basically build more of these, to be honest. So we're going to increase that number slightly. We got a substantial stockpile of that equipment already. I do need more of these, it looks like. So we need more of this as well. Do I need more trains? Well, let's keep that production of trains up and running at least. Roadways, we can of course have a look at what we can do in terms of infrastructure. Have we got any more infrastructure we can work on? We got infrastructure at the max already in all this terrain here, as you can see. Is that our terrain as well? It is. That's our terrain as well. So let's work on this as well here. That's our terrain as well. Perfect. So where can I build more civilian factories in the meantime? Interesting. Why didn't I never do it over there before? No, it's not that one. Okay. More factories, always welcome. Interesting. Oh well, okay. Compliance. We stand at 61 here, at 56 and 58. So we're getting closer. Like I said, my main goal really is to try to get some of this work done. Okay. This is slowly on the rise again. Total mobilization gives me... Why does it give me -3%? Okay. Have I got total mobilization here somewhere? No? Okay. So we deciphered India's cipher, which is great. So what else can we decipher now? Let's go for Manchukuo. And this one here. Bangkuko. I think we've done China already. Yes, we have. Tibet we haven't done yet. So we're going to just add those to the list. They're going to take a while again to basically complete. But yes, we're working our way through them nicely. So these guys are ready to pounce once, of course, we see this all completing here. Updated batteries becoming available. Medium shells, we can put better shells in there already. Okay, it says we got enough points to do something here. I'm not sure why I would even do anything here, but okay. Service by requirement. This is total mobilization. That's reducing the recruitable population. That's why. Explains a lot. If I set this to free trade, no, probably not what I want to do. Any other parties in there? No, nothing. Again, it's just trying to get this last hurdle done to get these up to the right level. 57, 58. Not bad. Look at these provinces here. It would be great if we could somehow incorporate these as well. Particularly, of course, this province here, it's Karelia. That's Karelia as well. Is this Karelia? No. But yeah, we got our corridor back here, at least back. We still have it, I probably should say. Signal companies. Ooh, I got free docks. Really? Well, oh, maybe I've got more docks available now that just became available. Destroyer hulls. Let's work on a new design here. Okay. So this is really multi-purpose. I can choose what I want to do with it. Putting mine sweeping gear on there on purpose. There's not much to choose from, it looks like, but that's okay. Let's put a few more of those into production. The very latest of the greatest. As you can see, we got too much of this again. And again, we need more chromium. But we need more rubber as well. Gosh. And we need a lot more aluminum, it looks like. Japan can still provide us more of that. We're not importing this at all, so that's fine. we need a wee bit more. Okay, that should do for now. Greater London. Okay. That's completed, so we can of course go for the next one. I'm just trying to do something with my available research points, because otherwise it just seems to do nothing. That of course is to say here we got a substantial fleet. Okay, I was going to say substantial again, but it doesn't really look like it's that substantial. This one's going to merge with this one. Perfect. Anything interesting I want to do here? I can of course help these guys train up. Where in Parnu? So if I go to Parnu, which I believe is one of our home territories here, there we go. We get an additional slot available. Interesting. So if I look at my Air Force here, any particular rocket sites that basically just are not firing any rockets at the moment? Nope, they're all busy. This one I can disband, I'd say. Yeah, we're not really doing anything with the close air support. It's just standing there, statically taking up manpower. So where do we own territory? Our allies own territory where we could potentially fight against enemies. Look at how many German units are actually over here. It's just the entire border is one line of German units here. It's just littered with German units here. Okay, so India is busy there. So the Italians are ready to invade Saudi Arabia, it looks like. Italian East Africa. We got the German Reich here. Massive chunk here. I guess this is like a Reichskommissariat or something like that. Similar. Yeah. It looks like it. Request Lend-Lease. What can we ask for? Nope, they're not going to send that. Okay, let's try it out with the Italians here. See if they're willing to basically do a Lend-Lease. No. They've got a substantial stockpile, it says, but no. Why don't I improve my relationships with these guys? I've got a license for this, really? Lots of designs available that are outdated. Panzer IV, okay. Panthers. That's the Panther A. And then the other Panther B. So we got the Leopard at the moment. If you look through this list here, we see that there's the Leopard B available already. Okay, so if I look at my production here, As you can see, we're doing the Leopard. We can actually go for the Leopard B. Slightly more expensive to produce, but it's a nice upgrade. I go back to the Germans, talk to them. Okay, I can't do anything yet because, of course, I got production license. Show the active ones. I'm going to get rid of the original Leopard because I don't need that one anymore. Okay. I can ask for control of territories. Interesting. What can I ask for in terms of control? Denmark? What is it that they control that I don't control? Why does it not list them? The German Reich, it would be great if I can actually see what they had. Plain of Vitebsk. Vitebsk? It's a long, long list, as you can see. Forget about it. I'm good with the territories I've got. So all of this terrain here seems to be fully built up. Actually, some of it's got more on there than actually I should, according to some stats, have on there. Sorry, is this saying I can build more here? Oh yeah. Well, maybe not. It's built up to the max already, as you can see. But unfortunately, I don't get any of these slots to be unlocked, which is a bit of a pity. That entire line is done. Can basically go and improve my mines. There's doctrines I can go for, as you can see. That's the one thing, I don't get a lot of naval experience, as you can see, which is a bit of a pity. Could I send an attaché here? No. So Japan has already got an attaché in their faction. I need more. How come that's only at 30? Because that's the maximum. I need 50 to be able to send an attaché. Okay. I guess that makes some sense. Officers? Wow. Okay. That's one of my most experienced officers, it looks like. Double organization. I got the points now anyway, so why not use them? Division attack. Improved batteries. Okay. Improved shells. And I was going to see if I could do something here to bomb this island, but I cannot. Bit of a pity. I really need to get that air fleet up to scratch with the latest designs. I'll come to you imminently. Advanced large airframe. It's still level, the type 3 it's using here. I was wondering, why is it not upgrading to the more recent one? Okay, let's go home for a second. Let's actually look at our compliance. 58 here and 59 there. We're getting closer. We're most definitely getting closer. I most definitely hope that in today's episode I can actually do this. So 59. So that in reality, ooh, it says 60 here, but it's 59.7. Shall die. Really? Not sure what that is. Where it says 58. In reality, it's 58.7. Okay, close enough. $59, 58, so this is 58.9. Come on guys, we can push this up a little bit further. Unfortunately, as you can see, the compliance growth is so minuscule. So minuscule, it's not really doing a lot. So let's again have a look over here. As you look here, we can see that we've got only one province left that we just need to get over that little bit of a threshold. Once we do that, then we're in good shape. I can of course get beyond that barrier. I just set the game speed to max for a wee while. Okay. And again, the Germans say, yes, you need more of our steel. Okay, fine, I'll import more of your steel. Okay. Crikey, where can I get more steel from? I can get it, of course, from Romania. And of course, the Romanians are not able to supply everything I need. Can get some from Cuba. I can get some from Japan. That should at least satisfy my hunger for some of these resources. It would be great if we can actually do more with these spies, because once you capture one, yeah, I don't really see what we can actually do in terms of, yeah, getting them over the line, so to speak. Getting them to break, getting information out of them. Next tier of depth charges is done. I got free civilian factories. And I could of course start boosting the stuff here. They're some of our subjects anyway, so yeah, why not help them? I got some capacity left, it looks like, as well. Yeah, you can wait one moment, unfortunately. Let's just get all these lines up to level 5. Can I not do that from here? I can. Okay. All these little canals where supplies can flow through can of course be upgraded. I don't know why some of these are still at lower levels than they should be, really. But once we got them all set up to that higher level, should make the supply flow through far easier. I'm not sure why I actually hadn't done this earlier, to be honest. These look to be dead spurs, but okay. Even the little spur lines could still be useful. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Oh yeah, I had to basically choose another item of research. Degaussing. Huh. Okay. That will probably be a substantial issue here. And it looks like we basically got a line here that's not complete. Okay. Should keep us happy for a wee while. $58.4, 59.4, I should say. Really sorry. More armor-piercing shells. More research that we're just spending for the sake of spending. 59.5. All right, that'll slowly tick up to 59.6. Will it take up to like 1950 before we can actually consolidate our lands on our single banner? I'm not sure. It might well be the case. Advanced medium purpose batteries. Okay. $59.7. We're getting closer. Our oil is going back and forth somewhat, it looks like. Now let's see what's actually happening to our navy. Okay, this one can be assigned here. Tiny one. We'll use that to reinforce that fleet there. Docked in Northern Territory. Okay, let's do our convoy raiding here. $45.7. docked? Why are we docked? Start doing your convoy raiding as well. Alright, how far are we from getting this completed here? 59.9, there we go. Almost. Our degaussing is there. We could now go for something else, somewhere else. Yeah, let's just do that for the sake of doing it, because I don't know what else to spend the points on. You can see how much effort I've actually put into there. Let's go for the rocket artillery as well. Sorry, it does say 60, but is it 60? No, it's 59. There we go to 60, 60, 60. We can now finally choose this one. 70 days to go before we can actually unite the Finnic identity. Alright, let's pause this for just a second. Well, at this point, it's really the clock that's counting down, so let's just keep that clock going. As you can see, we got another 50 days or so to go. Ooh, we do have some research that we can actually kickstart. Let's get this one done here. Some naval battle results, as you can see. Again, positives. Anything I could do over here? This one just got no negative effects, but where's Lappy? Up here, interesting. Okay, we can get an extra building slot there, interestingly enough. Would that be of interest? Yeah, why not? An extra slot here. We will be filling that up with a military factory, I suspect. There we go. Let's keep an eye on what we got here. So we're going to deprioritize the ones in our neighbor's territory, I think. We're going to prioritize, of course, our own bits here. Sorry. That one's almost done. Let's finish that one first. Doesn't take too much effort, as you can see. Once you do all the repairs, special projects. We got one. Evade the blockade with Portuguese convoys. Really, what's the benefit of that again? It lowers our war support. I think we're good without the Portuguese convoys. Thank you very much. Yes, they are doing fine. Alright, we're almost at the end. Basically, I'm going to make this the last episode. We're halfway through this final bit here. Once we basically unify this all into a larger state, we should, of course, get more manpower, more factories, less resistance, etc., etc. Makes our life that little bit easier. Oh yes, of course, I don't necessarily need to have my spies where they are at the moment. Let's move these to the lower regions here. Just try to basically keep that pressure on them. Is there anything I can do to basically make my defenses even better? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's have a quick look at these characters. This one's got counterintelligence that he's good at. So let's do this one to actually work on counter-espionage here. And we're another 18 days to go. I do need to get more steel here. Look at that. The German Reich has got so much in abundance now all of a sudden. Not quite sure what they've done, but they have done something that's worked out quite nicely. Is it a lot more material they're getting? A lot more steel that they got available all of a sudden. Portugal will enjoy this. New fire control systems. I could of course go for these tank bits here. Nothing to hurt us in that sense. Wow, something happened there. I'm not quite sure what. All right. Keeping it all quite nicely organized. There we go. United. Question is, are these all cores? They look to be, interestingly enough. Sorry, the foreign claim? Hold on. Finno-Ugria, is Lapland as a core? We don't have this as a core. Okay, that's fine. But these are cores. So all the ones that are cores, of course, help me in basically getting me the additional manpower that we now see here. Interesting. And it's a massive jump all of a sudden. So where earlier, of course, we didn't have that much manpower at our disposal, all of a sudden it's like, bang. Wow. Sweet. And now, of course, we got lots of surplus because we can now get resources that we didn't get earlier, at least not to the full extent. I can, of course, deprioritize some of these. Steel. Why was I getting steel from those other states? Interesting. Not quite sure. Why was I getting steel from Japan? I need just that wee bit more here. We're far better in terms of the aluminum now as well. Perfect. So the Finno-Ugria? Finno-Ugria. So we basically got our little bit of land right over here. We've of course got our land right up there. Brand new name for our empire. And as I've seen, it's now an empire as opposed to just the United Baltic States or something like that. So yeah, good to see. Yeah, hope you basically enjoyed this. I wasn't actually aware that we actually had this land as well, but okay, yes. Yes, cool. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in of course, the next series. This is the end of this particular series. Really reaching that final point just before 1950. We were able to, of course, combine our lands, or at least large parts of our land, into a larger unified state, which is the Empire of the Finno-Ugria. All right, guys, thanks again. Have a great one, and take care. Bye-bye.